Hi, my name is Winter, and I'm the co-owner and co-editor of Opportunity Roll. Welcome to Season 2. We have a great cast and story ahead of us. Before we introduce you guys to our new Group 1, I'd like to invite you on a short journey of Incendium and its current plights.
No day was the sky as blue as the day the crystal arrived those many years ago. And no day since then has ever felt so powerful in the wake of this world. Or so we thought. That day, as far as the eye could see, a shine pierced the heavens, heading towards the center of our land. The soft blue that would shimmer over the sky, making it an unnaturally light day. The crystal was witnessed by our peoples from all over our lands, all the way from the towering peaks of Forcoda, down south, over Sorlim, Cheriton, Devil's Pass, and even Fortosa. Its colours spread even to the farthest reaches of our desert, and there wasn't a soul who missed it. The shine of the blue magic danced on the clouds, shimmering like it had those many years before. There is still a tale of a person finding a shard of the creation, much like the large one we now call Codius Crystal. It is said that the founder of the highly coveted and prized shard can be granted immense power, wealth, and even the chance at eternal life. Because of this, some see it as an omen of ill fate, that danger has come to our lands. Some say they can even feel the string of evil being turned since its arrival. No doubt they believe the shard could fall into the wrong hands. For others, though, it's a sign of hope, that others will rise to the challenge and become the heroes the worlds need in these darker times. An idea that something is ahead, and only those strong enough among us shall be witnesses. But for now, the hope is money. Many are setting out to find the bounty that has now been posted in every town for its finding. A reward of 182,000 gold to the founder, as well as their own estate and farmland to live in for the rest of their lives, and the lap of luxury. Though for some of us, it is just the opportunity for adventure.
Hi everybody, I'm Corey. I'm the Dungeon Master for Opportunity Roll. I am here with Group 1, or as we shall from here forth refer to them as the Seekers, or Seekers, sorry. Say hi everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Now there's a few voices you guys might recognize from last season. There's a few voices that are still brand new to the podcast. So let's go ahead and start with some faces we might already know. Let's go ahead and start with Winter.
Hi, I'm Winter. I'm going to be playing Lady Edith, the cleric.
All right, and we've got Dom with us.
Hi, I'm Dom, or Dominic, and I will be playing Vincent, the apothecary and artificer.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into some faces we might have seen a little bit of, but not a lot. We've got Chris. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Chris. I do the music for Season 2 of Opportunity Roll. I'll be playing the human monk Zereth, the swankiest beach rat under the desert sun with a head of meat and a heart of gold.
All right. Let's go ahead with Zan.
Hello, I am Zan. I will be playing the green scale dragonborn warlock, Cole.
And last but not least, Chelsea?
Yes, I am Chelsea. I'm going to be playing Aurora, your tabaxi rogue who's a little too overly curious.
So you guys open in a place known as the Jungle Vine. It is a well-built inn, designed with a heavy jungle theme. The walls are painted with trees and foliage. They're kind of 3D textured, so you can see where they've kind of stuffed up a little bit of mosaic there or like mache, to really fill out the bark on the trees or the leaves and give them kind of like actual like volume. It is pretty much hand painted, and the artwork seems well built into this place. The rooms are made with stuffed animals that sit at the beds for the guests to enjoy. Though if you go up to the higher end room, it's said that there is, for a larger cost, a special room only for what you would call the VIPs. You guys, I would say, for the last night that you had stayed here, probably had about 2 rooms, each of them pretty nice. The cool thing about this place is there is a weird enchantment about the place. So at night you hear, like, hooting monkeys and owls and things that might swing through the vines or chirp in the trees. Just something to sleep by. For some of us.
Cole hated every second of it.
So, I will say this. You guys have turned in your last mission probably about a day ago. Got some rest. Things are starting to feel fresh. You did a bit of trekking. It wasn't anything special. Mostly walking. And it was a killer on the bunions. But other than that, I would assume that eventually each of you guys would file down from the rooms, as per around a 7 a.m. call for the keys. And you would find yourselves wherever you would like, near the bar, at a seat, at the table, near the guild picking rack. Up to you guys.
Maybe at a table first, so we can discuss
That's what I was thinking.
Our plans will be.
Yeah.
This will have been usual, but Zereth will have gotten up a little early, maybe like pretty early, but maybe 5:30, 5:45, stretched a bit, and then gone for a morning jog around the neighborhood or the block, and then eventually will have made his way back to the table that his lovely guild has established.
When Lady Edith comes down, she'll smile at the table and tell you, yes, I am going to go talk to someone really quick before I come sit down with you. Is there any breakfast anyone would like?
Ooh. If they got any chicken sounds real good.
Breakfast?
Aurora chicken, if I
Yeah,
can
I
find
like
it.
chicken.
Just eggs and meat, if you please, and thank you very much.
Of course.
Oats for me. Thank you.
Nothing for me right now. Thank you, though.
My pleasure. I'll be back.
Thank you.
And she'll go to the bar and talk to someone and try to order breakfast to see if they first ask me.
Looking for the bartender?
Yes. Let's see, this is going to be a strange question, but do you sell chicken for breakfast?
The owner, Vicar Rogers, will kind of give you a look between his dwarven brow and thicky bushed beard. Well, a cooked chicken. Yes. Do you need a drumstick, a breast, or are we talking like a full roast?
Some chicken breast would be great, and then I also need an order of eggs and bacon, I suppose, and a bowl of oats.
Alright. I'd see all that. I could get your full table a good helping for about 2 gold.
Yeah, fabulous, thank you.
I'll keep it coming to you for that price.
Mm-hmm. That table over there. And she'll point at the guild's table. And then as she's pointing behind her, I'm going to take a look around the room and see if there's anyone sitting alone.
All right. Perception check.
That's a 12.
A perception of 12 for Edith. It doesn't look like the place is incredibly busy. I mean, you'll see a person or two, but they'll be in for a minute, maybe drop off a paper or a package or post something up on the board or take something from the board. But it doesn't look like anybody's kind of sitting to eat today. Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem that busy. At least not yet. You know, it's still early, so who knows?
So she will look tired for a minute and then turn back to the bartender and say, may I please have a drink as well?
Hey, what can I get for you?
What is your favorite drink?
I think you'd die if you drank my favorite drink.
I think I would be fine, but I will take your warning. What is a popular drink then?
Oh, you think so, eh? He'll kind of look you up and down. Daddy, I'll make you a bet.
Okay.
I'll give you a free drink, and if you can survive it, I'll give you free breakfast too. Gold back and everything.
Oh. I might take you up on this drink. Please, bring it.
He will pull this very rock-looking kind of flask off the shelf. And this thing alone looks like it's like 5 pounds. He will twist off the top, and he'll kind of shake it a bit. And he'll sniff it, and you'll see black fumes come from the top of it as he breathes these in, and it kind of releases like he's just smoked a cigarette or something. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. And he'll pour it. And honest to God, this stuff looks like lava. But it doesn't burn anything that it touches. It'll even spill onto the counter. And he'll wipe it up with a rag. There you go. And he'll scoot over with his middle finger. Is that a tray?
May I add something to the drink, or would that be against the rules?
Depends. What you gonna add?
Just some medicine that I need to drink. The reason for ordering a drink, honestly.
Can I see it?
She'll pull out the vial of red liquid.
He'll just like 2 fingers, may I, inspect.
And she'll hold it out to him.
Take a look. Let me go ahead and roll for him. See if he can even establish what this is. Or that's an 8.
Or feel he's
So he'll just kind of look at it like,
Medical?
yeah, it's a little weird. Okay, it doesn't have a smell. All right, sure, why not? And he'll hand it right back. Yeah.
Alright, so she'll tip this red liquid into the drink. Before taking a nice big swig. I'm scared.
Oh no. Well, all right. So, all right. Let's first roll a Constitution.
Safe?
Yes, Constitution save. Sorry.
I'm so bad at these guys. Like, I have a history of failing these.
Why would you do this?
That's
It's
a
a 12.
12.
So it's
So
not
the first-
horrible.
The first thing you're gonna notice, and it's not really a big thing for you because you fake it, but you lose the ability to feel any oxygen entering your body.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Like, the entire way is on fire. And were you able to even still use that anymore? That would be a bad thing.
Yeah. But it's fine.
Now
I feel like I'm cheating.
you're gonna get a buzz. You're not free from that.
Mhm.
It's not a heavy buzz. It's gonna take a little bit more than just a shot to outright knock you. But you know that flighty, loose kind of shoulders relaxed kind of buzzed. That buzzed where if you're not paying attention, you might lose track of your pen kind of buzzed.
Yeah.
But you'll still be standing. He'll just give you not like a real like fuck you look, but like a joking fuck you kind of look. You know what I mean? He'll scoot the 2 gold back, and he will cork the bottle, and he will pass it over. Oh, nice.
She'll smile at him and go, "Ah, this is my new favorite drink. Thank you."
Before you take it, he'll tap the top, put it back on the thing, and just look to you and go, "It's probably wise. Don't let a halfling drink this."
I will remember that. Thank you for the warning. And thank you for the drink and the food.
Hey, get the fuck out of here.
And she'll go sit back with the group. Go, well, that was a fun way to start the morning.
Oh, what'd you wind up getting?
It's very weird drink that looks something like lava. But I got into a bet with the gentleman that I wouldn't be able to drink it and stay standing. Obviously, I'm fine. But I got your food for free.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Yes. Free food's always the best.
You made a bet with a dwarf.
I'm very hardy.
We kind of look her over, probably in the same way the dwarf looked her over, just like, I don't know.
You're the tiny pale girl in the pink dress.
I think it's pretty awesome that she's so... She's dope.
Zer will just be minding himself and tapping his fingers together, waiting for his food to come.
It'll take a bit, but you can smell it. It's all fresh, especially from the way it smells off the griddle and the way it sizzles.
So, what is our plan?
Well, we're kind of broke.
Yeah.
So we take another quest.
I agree.
Yeah, let's just work. Yeah, just rack up some money.
I'm up for a little more adventuring.
I mean, we seem to work well together. We've survived so far together.
I mean, we've had a few scratches, but we're fine. That's the part of adventuring life, right?
Part of it, yes, I suppose.
I wonder, since it's been a few days, if since the hubbub of the crystal or the bounty, if the bulletin boards are a little more full now.
Well, I can go check since I didn't order anything.
Here's a quick side note for you guys on that. Just on that field there. That is not a restricted quest. They can't restrict it by the guild. Anyone can go for the crystal. This is a side note.
How would we have figured that out?
It's everyone knows about it. It's hard for them to regulate like a world anomaly. Like it's out there, and of course they tell people don't do that. It's dangerous unless you know what you're doing. But of course, as always, you know how that goes.
It's like trying to find the golden ticket.
Yeah.
Would we have any idea where to start?
No, not really.
Okay.
I mean, you guys saw fall from the sky, closer somewhere, maybe somewhere on the continent, but it's definitely earthbound in some way. It's not in the ocean. It's not off continent. It's somewhere landed on the continent.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, you were saying?
Yes. Since that band of obviously novice barbarians seemed to have the quest already, perhaps we should consider picking up the quest ourselves, so that if we just happened to find the crystal, then we get paid. In the meantime, we can pick some other quest up as well.
Yeah. Other quests would take us across the continent, and perhaps we could find more clues about where it would be.
Exactly.
I would argue against that, honestly, because if by a big miracle, we were the ones who find it, we would be putting a target on our backs because we have shown that we are looking for it, and then we found it, and now people are going to come find us. I say we hold off on it and just look on our own time.
What? We're adventurers. Come on. I mean, it'll be part of the adventure. Why are you so scared?
I think I agree with Cole that we shouldn't formally accept the quest.
Fair.
We should look for it as we go. That way we don't pin a target on our backs.
You know, you both make sense. I think not officially looking for the quest. We're just another band of novice adventurers with nothing to steal from.
Besides, go ahead.
No, I wasn't.
Besides, think about this. We accept the quest, and then a second later, we show them the crystal. Mm-hmm. How their faces look when we just automatically have what they're looking for.
A member of the guard will eventually enter the inn. Something official, in some way. A large scroll kind of being kind of placed and read out as he pulls a few parchments, pinning it onto the wall. The gentleman is of a robust size, but very burly. He has a very elegant kind of red beard and a very, I want to say, home emblemed kind of cloak going on. So it's, how do I explain that in a way for the listener? Let me go and give you maybe. Yeah,
I may have a way. Would Vincent recognize this sort of iconography of some sort?
It is. It's a house crest. It's a personal.
Gotcha.
So maybe he might be a lord or somebody of some kind of noble birth. He holds some sort of large cloak over that with a embroidery of 2 gold plates on each side with gems on them. His hair is long, his beard is bushy, and a very large longsword sits to his side.
Zereth's going to turn around in his chair and observe closely to what this guy has to say.
He's just going to be posting notices up on the board. It doesn't seem like he's making an announcement.
Okay.
I can go look while y'all eat and figure out what that is all about if y'all want.
Sure, Cole. Thank you. I'm famished.
Same. I mean, if you don't mind, that'd be awesome.
I'll join you.
I say we get up and look at what was just posted.
Does the family crest look familiar? Like, do I know which family this belongs to?
Sure. Go ahead and get a history roll for me, or I guess religion, maybe. However you think you might know him.
Okay, I'll go with let's go history.
Perfect.
That's a dirty.
That
20.
is a 20, dirty 20. He is definitely noble. He is a lord of the land. At one time, he was considered for a kingdom as a full royal, but turned it down, family reasons. This man is named Dan Firestone. They have been well known for their fiery attitude in war, and they are downright demanding of their men, but they give and receive a lot of respect as well. So they're tough, but they're seemingly a fine royal family. Down with the people, I should say. Other than that, he's not really noteworthy of doing anything incredible. I mean, he's had feats in battle, but nothing that have kind of made him a folk hero or anything.
Okay. Does the family usually place bounties up on the board?
Sometimes. I mean, maybe. Depends on if they have enough people around town to do the posting. For somebody as royal as him to do the legwork like this, they might be low on people currently. It's not every day, but it's not unheard of. They're low. Peak season.
Okay, gotcha.
All hands on deck.
Well, let's see what they want.
On the board are only like 2 listings for newbie guilds. The first listing is there is a band of rogue acid ants to the north that have wandered from the Grangle jungle. They are not nice, and they eat everything, apparently, and including but not limited to one's pet. So it needs to be taken care of. The second is there is kind of a missing persons listing, more so than a mission itself. Somebody by the name of Philip went fishing a little while ago, but hasn't appeared in a while. One lady thinks it's, and they write, a lady in white. But that is all that is on the newbie board. Unless you'd like to try to jump up a level there. Take something a little bit above your pay grade.
I'm curious specifically of the one that Dan put.
Yeah, I was about to say, can we at least look at the one he posted?
He has several. He's posted 3 in different fractions, 1 in weathered, 1 in heroic, and 1 in legendary. And then he posted 1 in newbie, which is the acid ant.
Can I read the one in weathered?
That one is stating that there is a troll in Wolf Pass Forest that needs to be taken care of. Or do we just want to go straight off for that crystal? I mean, you can Russian roulette this sucker.
I feel like we should get money first. I feel like we need more money before we travel.
Yeah, a little bit of traveling to change.
I mean, is there any rule for us that we can't take both? We could ask around about the missing person, and then if we don't find anything today, we can head off and take care of those ants and come back and do some more investigating.
I like your thinking. The more money, the better. Let's do it.
I'm assuming that we're all together and finished breakfast for the sake of being part of the conversation. So Zera's going to ask if where was this Philip last seen?
Does it say?
Like, what, is there a fishing hole nearby or a river?
The page will inform you of a very kind of like, it's like a little pond that people fish just off the west side of Fortosa.
So that one's close.
And then where were the ants? Did they? What was the information on the ants?
Roaming northward from the Grangle jungle southward. It wasn't very specific, sadly.
So just roaming north in the north region.
Yeah, it sounds like they're kind of on the move, which is why it's now a mission.
Okay.
If possible, let's avoid going too deep in that jungle. I am a little uncomfortable around that area.
Why is that?
It's where I'm from. I don't particularly wish to go back.
I understand that.
Perhaps
Yes.
one day we can swap stories.
Do we want to do a quick description of our characters for the viewer? Who'd like to go first?
I'll go first. Zan Cole. Cole is sitting at the table. He hasn't eaten anything, but he's mostly just like playing with his ring. Kind of. He's a green dragonborn, a very short dragonborn, about 5'3", 5'2" on a maybe, and he has a. I have to look at my picture because I'm now drawing a blank. On the top of his head, he has an undead frog, just sitting there, comfortable as it can be. He has he wears blue robes with a purple cloak wrapped over it with a peacock feather, a pin attached to it, and kind of just looking around. Just I wouldn't say nervously, just kind of trying to take in the whole situation, playing with his ring, maybe saying a silent prayer to his patron.
How about Zereth?
Yeah, so Zereth's a young, handsome man with straw blonde hair and vibrant blue eyes, and always the hint of an idle smile. So he walks up to the table with a slightly wide gait and a little freshness to his step of youth and energy. His body hair is all bleached from the sun, and his hands and his lower arms are slightly patched with burns and calluses of a body who works hard and plays hard, but carefully.
Who wants to go next?
Sure, I'll go next. So Aurora, she's about 6 feet tall. Because they tabaxis typically are a little bit taller. She's thin. She's got a thin kind of build. She's got tan fur with black stripes, and then she's got long brown hair with green emerald green eyes. She's wearing kind of your typical just adventuring gear, leather vest, leather pants, boots, little side satchels, and yeah, that's how she looks.
Vincent.
All right. Vincent is an older human gentleman in his late 30s. He's got very sunset sort of orange hair, some beard growing in after a couple months of probably not shaven. Keeps it somewhat clean looking though, as best he can.
He looks like he's got a very thick Irish chin.
Potentially.
The very prominent kind of thick manly chin.
Yeah, he's got a fairly strong jaw that's got a beard on it, matches his orangish hair. Is a well-kept trench coat over what looks like a scale mail for protection, of course, and on his clothing over his shoulder, he has some iconography of a symbol of a sun, as well as a symbol for just a general medical symbol.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt there. It's just that jaw is very prominent.
Yeah, no, I'd say he's a handsome older man.
All right, and lastly, Edith.
Yep, so Lady Edith is a fairly short... Hang on, let me get the book out of the way. He said, I need attention now. So Lady Edith is a fairly short woman. She's extremely pale. She wears pink clothing that looks like she's dyed herself because it's a little patchy here and there. She has plate boots that come up to her thighs and gauntlet, and a pink corset that's protecting her chest. She has belts around her hips and waist with little pockets to the sides to carry all of her equipment with notes and little pieces of writing, always eternally hanging out of the pocket. She has blood red hair, and in certain lights it looks like she has red eyes too. Around her neck she has a golden chain with 2 gold rings. When she's out in the sun, she's always wearing a pink cape that fastens around her neck with a ascot and a really wide-brimmed hat. She carries herself very regally, very harshly.
So, we have gathered the location of both of these starter quests. What would we like to do next?
What is the price or the reward for each of these quests? The fisherman and the mysterious white lady and the acid ants.
The fisherman looks to be a meager 5 gold, as to where the acid ants are about 15 gold payout.
I mean, I still say we should take both, but if we could only take one, I feel like maybe finding the fisherman might be more important.
The presents a question real quick, Corey. If someone takes a job, can other people take that job?
Yes. Yeah. The posting will be stamped and you'll get like a copy. But the main posting will stay there on the wall.
Until it's
so
finished.
if you until somebody goes, "Hey, I did that." You guys you'll get this page. You'll head over to the bartender, who will do the normal stamp situation. He will take your information from the guild and the page itself, duplicate the page, copy it into the book, and stamp each of the forms in duplicate. You guys will receive your copies and your cards back of information and identification, and you guys are set on your mission.
Thank you earlier for the breakfast, Edith.
Of course, I wanted to talk to the front. I'm glad I did. I got your breakfast for free.
I had a second.
Upon heading out of the inn, where are we headed?
Heading to the
lake. I think it was the pond to the west side. I wrote it down.
Towards the Wolf's Forest. Alrighty. Go ahead and mark down a bit of a travel.
Did we ever figure out how long it would take us to get to the pond?
Yeah, just a few hours.
Very close.
Yeah, it wasn't too
It
far.
wasn't super far. That's why we were let's do this first. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's good. On foot, probably about 5-hour walk.
Not too bad.
Once you get there, though, there is a small shack and a few people fishing around the hole. Kind of relaxing, sitting back, casting.
Did we get a description of the person who was missing?
I don't think so. No.
We got his name though.
On the back, it does have information of who you can see, about more information on the person who hired you for this mission.
Gotcha. Okay. Are they at this location, I'm hoping? Flip the page.
Okay. So you are looking for a female known as Rebecca Merlith. Miss Merlith is about 19 to 20 years old. And she and her husband live in a shack, or did live in a shack, over by the lake. She is currently staying about an hour away from the lake at a family home.
Excuse me. Well, do we want to ask the people around the pond first, and then go talk to this woman?
Yeah, maybe ask them if they've seen anyone around here or anything strange.
Yes, might as well while we're here. Especially if there are rumors of white ladies surrounding this missing person.
All right. I'm going to run up to one of the guys and I'm going to kind of get their attention.
Okay, go ahead and give me a 1d100.
Oh, goodness.
They're all grizzly bears.
They all have like
all grizzly bears. Okay. It's the Maybelline Bear Strikes 2.
It's the Bearstein Bears.
Electric Bear Galoo. I'm glad nobody caught
That'll be
that.
the name of the episode. Electric Bear Galoo.
Somebody did hear it.
We all heard it.
All right.
So the gentleman you are going to run into is this half-elf gentleman with kind of longish dark hair. Will appear over to you.
I know that artist. I'm on her Patreon.
Hello.
Hi there. So my name's Aurora. I just was. Do you have time to just chat a little bit?
I guess I do. He kind of like looks to his rod as it sits still in the water. Yeah, I think I've got time.
Sweet. So nice of you. So me and my friends over there, we're kind of adventuring. We're trying to get some gold, and so we got this mission to find this guy. It looks like his name was. I'm gonna kind of look at the copy of the thing that I have and turn it over. Hold on. Philip. So we're looking for this guy named Philip. I was wondering if you've seen any, people you haven't seen here before, or maybe you know Philip or something.
I've seen Philip around the watering hole a few times, but you know what? I don't think I know him too much. I completely changed accents there. No, I don't know Philip all too much. I know him by name, as he does fish here. As far as new people come every day.
Okay. When was the last time you saw Philip?
4 days ago? 5 days ago?
Alright, so 4 to 5 days. Okay.
I believe his wife lives close. You might be able to get more information from her.
Okay, so 4 to 5 days, and then, about where is she? From here?
Well, that's their shack over there, but I believe that is currently unlived right now, however you would consider that.
Okay.
Her house, and he'll point southward. It's just down that way. You'll find it through the path in the woods, but it's about an hour trek that way.
Okay. Thank you for your time. Thank you for that information. It was really nice to meet you. I hope you get some good fish. Fish is really good.
You too. What is your name, by the way?
Aurora. Sorry.
Pleasure to meet you, Bernard.
Oh, pleasure to meet you, Bernard. And then I'm gonna run to everyone else and I'm gonna be like, all right, guys, I got some info.
Do share.
Oh yeah, sorry. I should tell you what info I got. Sorry. I'm just really excited here.
No worries.
So he said he knew Philip, saw him about 4 to 5 days ago. And he said that his wife is about an hour down that way, and I'm gonna kind of point in the direction the guy pointed at. So, yeah.
Then perhaps let's be off to go find her.
So basically, the information we already had on the back of this.
I was gonna say is Vincent slowly turns it over to the back of the paper again and see how much of that was already written here.
Shh, let her be excited.
Yeah, no, he wasn't gonna say anything. He's just kind of giving it a quick glance, just yes, totally found this information.
All of a sudden, Aurora's gonna look at it and she's gonna flip it over and gonna kind of look and be like, it's fine. I made a new friend. It was worth it.
You did good.
Friends are always fun.
Zereth's going to go over to the group and he's going to find the oldest, craziest looking fisherman.
Oh, okay.
And he's going to just say in one breath, "Hello, I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about the White Lady."
So the most gilded fisherman at this watering hole is a tiefling. He has dark red skin and lovely purple hair. Very well designed and swafted to one side, slightly curly. This man seems to take very good care of his appearance. He's got a very interesting kind of facial hair about him, and kind of strung along his long vest piece are different lores and wines of like different thicknesses and threads of line. Now, these are kind of home tricks. Like they really only sell one type of line. And if you're lucky that it doesn't snap, good luck. But if you know tricks of the trade, you know how to make your own. And that's kind of what it's full on display. And this gentleman will kind of look to you. Hi.
Hello. Can you tell me anything about the White Lady? And I'm gonna reach behind me, like, so everybody else can see, and I'm gonna, like, motion them to come forward. That's what's written down on this notice for our missing friend.
Lady in white. Lady in white, I think.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's Lady in White.
You mean like the chick who walks on water?
I suppose that's...
Angelica.
Angelica?
Yeah, like bug-eyed, he'll look to you. Yes.
I don't know how I feel about this guy.
Do you know her personally? You see, he's probably still recovering from the comment of...
I watched Angelica take Philip.
Huh?
Wait, you were there?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't there. She'd have taken me too.
Wait, she's already taken you before, is what you're saying?
No, with him.
Oh, with him.
Well, how are you here and not Philip? You said she took you.
No,
He
no.
took Philip and not me.
He
Oh.
saw her. He saw
Yeah.
her take Philip. That's what he's saying.
Did you see where she took him?
Have you seen the Lady in White take any other men before in your time?
Yeah.
Do they come back?
He'll pull out. He'll pull out a pipe. No, I can't see the dudes.
Did you see where Philip was taken?
Nope. Saw him get eaten.
What?
Saw him get eaten.
By Angelica?
Oh, she sucked his soul and everything. Philip done fell in the water and then whoop.
Did you report this to anyone?
Yeah. Nobody listened.
Where in the water did this happen?
Over there. He'll point near the shack.
Oh, this is not going to be fun.
Oh.
She only comes out at night.
Of course she does.
That's the sweet beauty of Angelica.
Then how about we kill time and go see the wife and then come back into the dock? Uh-huh.
Zereth will be
Yep.
nodding to the side. Yeah.
You do that.
Thank you kindly for your time.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Can we get a name? Just in case we see you again, formal
Sketch.
sketch? Wow, that's
That
fitting.
seems a little on the nose, but thank you, Sketch.
He is a tiefling, guys.
They knew when he was born.
No.
That's not his real
predestined.
name. Just the name he gives us. Let's walk fast away from this person.
Yeah, I'm with
Oh.
you on that one.
So
I'm gonna-
we're avoiding this man like the tin cap hat now.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Zereth will
He
wave.
seems completely normal.
He seems like he has all of his marbles, just not in his head.
They might be in like his shoe or something.
They're around here somewhere.
Yeah.
He left him at home, with his car
Yeah.
keys.
He knows where they are. He just had you misplaced them somewhere.
Heading south, you guys will make your way through a bit of woods. Can I have someone roll me a 1d100?
Not me, I have such bad luck.
I'll do it.
Do it. I'm counting on you.
Don't roll a 1.
59.
Good, you listened.
Can I get a 1d34?
gosh.
As you guys continue walking, there will be a tree just to the right of the road. And it'll come just kind of after a large bush, so you're really not going to see it until it's like right to the right of you on the off side of the road. And in this little covert ditch, there is a strange-looking item that has seemed to fix itself into a stump. An axe, very discontorted in the way that it looks. A shrieking face, painted on torture or horror.
Nope.
Oop. Aurora's gonna kind of run up to it and be like, "Ooh, what's this thing?"
Aurora? Aurora?
Do not touch. Please, please do not touch the...
I would advise not to, because anything that has a face on it that's not a person is usually a very bad thing.
But it looks so cool.
It will
I mean-
scream.
Oh, geez.
Does it still look cool?
I mean, I'm just gonna.
It'll return to normal after its scream.
Can I roll an arcana on it to see what it is?
You could, good sir.
May I also do an attempt?
You could, good sir. Or you could give the help action if proficient and give him a +3.
I think you should roll. I rolled a 6.
Yeah, you already rolled.
And that was awful.
I rolled a 24.
That is a dirty 24. No nat 20s
Not
there.
not to be confused with a natural 24 on a d20.
If you have a +4 and a nat 20, it still comes out as a 24, but people are like, is that a nat? What's that bonus? Things like these, axes like these, things that seem to be tortured in some way. Well, there are one of two things that these things could be. One is a cursed blade, meaning that it is in some way sentient and can in some way communicate, attach to, or help its user in some way. But there's a cost. Now, the second is that is a tortured weapon. A tortured weapon is black magic. It is stealing the soul from a human body and leaving it in a tortured chamber, which is a weapon like that. Inside, the soul continuously goes through torture until it's released.
Oh, either way, ce n'est pas touche. Don't touch it.
But
Now, I will say with a 24, the ones that are accursed with a soul can sometimes hold good souls and bad.
How durable are these things?
I mean, pretty durable. About as durable as a normal axe. If it gives you more bonuses than that, it's probably a cursed blade.
I would say we could, take it to sell it, but then again, that seems like a terrible idea.
I mean, it could be
looks
worth a lot.
cursed. Why do we want to touch something that looks like it has a cost on it?
I mean, it should be fine. It won't hurt that much, will it?
Yes.
How bad do
Scream
curses
again.
hurt?
I am a cleric, not a curse breaker.
Oh.
I don't know about tormented souls or weapons that they may be attached to, if I'm making any sense of that, but it could be that it is connected in some fashion to the tortured soul that is the lady in white. I say we leave it alone for now, but if we find out there is some connection, we can come back, and chances are they'll still be there. Weapons don't just get up and walk up on their own.
So touch it?
No.
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 Oh no! Don't touch it. Okay. I just had to make sure.
Vincent will walk up. He's not going to touch it. Vincent's going to kind of kneel down a bit by the stump and kind of just look at the axe.
Okay.
Is there someone?
This lovely visage in front of you, a sheen, thin, sharp metal on the outer ridge, what seems to be tendrils or muscles hardening like wood as decoration, as it slowly makes its way to a distorted face in the center.
Are there any markings or anything that would identify, like, I would almost say the maker or religious things on it?
Yeah. What's up with the weird axe thing?
Give me just a moment. I'll kind of look it over for a moment. Is there someone in there?
You'll scream.
If there's a tortured soul in this prison, scream twice.
In an odd intervaled moment, you will hear another scream. But it feels... Does that make sense?
Did it scream
is
twice?
Like it feels like it screamed twice, like trying
Like
to
it
answer.
screamed, and then it waited a time, and it screamed again. Like it's on a timer.
So it has a specific amount of time between screams.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it can scream more than once, and it doesn't seem conjected after questioning it for a short period of time to connect to any of your words.
Okay.
And I'm saying that rather than me going for like the next 3 minutes.
Yeah. Is there any way to tell the difference between like a cursed weapon or a tortured?
A few magical rituals that you could do, or detect magic, or identify even might help.
I don't. That's not in my wheelhouse.
It's in line, and he will whip out a wand of magic detection for one of his infusions. I can cast detect magic.
On magic detection. This one has 3 charges while holding it. You expend 1 charge as an action and cast detect magic from it. Okay, so let's see exactly all the snazzy details you get with detect magic. Oh, there we go. For the duration, you can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in any way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. And you learn the school of magic, if any. So, looking it's cursed. There's some sort of black necrotic magic to it that is barring something. However, it's hard to know what that balance is. But it's there's something in there holding for sure.
Can I do a perception or something to see how long it might have been in this stump? I mean,
oh yeah, you can even do a nature check. See how fresh the wood is from splitting, and the area around it, the trees decay.
so
Blades
any
rust.
of those, or do you want me to do a nature?
Straight up nature.
Okay.
I feel like that'll tell you everything.
Oh, that's not bad.
A 12 will tell you it's been here no longer than 4 days.
Someone wants to get rid of this.
Cole will hold up a hand, and it like, yeah, I have sacred flame in it. It's like, I just say we burn it.
I don't think that's going to do anything. The
What?
thing was designed.
I have a quick question. You know how you, or not like an actual question. I'm in character. So, Philip's been gone for 4 days, right? This thing's been here for 4 days? Coincidence? What if they're related?
I was kind of thinking that in my fairy tale version of this horror story, whoever picks up the axe gets taken away by the lady in white. I don't know why I just said that. Sorry, I was just making up stories.
How do we break the axe, so to speak, to let the soul out of it?
Yeah.
Well, we can keep it honest just to make sure that no one else takes it. If it's important to the investigation, even if just by speculation, then it might be worth having.
My experience picking up weapons that look cursed is generally a bad idea.
I mean, I'll try it. I mean, if it hurts, can one of you guys, heal me? I mean, it'll be fine, right?
I don't know if I'm going to speak for myself. I don't know if I have the power to heal whatever it could do to you. It could do more than just, damage. It could mess with your mind. It could turn you a different color. We don't know what it could do.
I guess that's fair.
I say, as someone with the most experience with any sort of magical infusions and arcane items of any sort, I'm willing to take the brunt of whatever this could do. If it does anything, I can put it in my bag.
That's fair.
I don't feel like that's a good idea. I honestly think we should just try to destroy it.
Chris.
Yes.
One thing I wanted to give you with that nature of a 12.
Okay.
And sorry, I didn't want to cut in an important moment like that, but I did want to let you know. This thing, though, seems to be sprouting healing herbs around the base of this tree. The stump itself. Maybe not the weapon.
I actually might know that because I study. That's why I have proficiency in nature. So I study whether flowers are poisonous or healing.
Plus, we have some other people too, and I knew you would probably also have or need or use that information.
Yes. So I'm going to convey in less words than this that there seem I don't know about magic, but there seems to be some maybe positive energy emitting from this axe. It seems to be helping the growth of these beneficial herbs.
I mean, it could also be a trick. It's a like he said, it's a cursed weapon. It could be just trying to lull us into a false sense of security, picking it up, and boom, now you sprout demon wings.
If these happen to be positive and actually beneficial, will we at least toy with the idea of taking this with us? I can check myself. I have experience in this.
I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, you said it was positive, so maybe. I mean, it was screaming though, but I mean, yeah.
I have a bad idea about this, but if the group wants to do it, I'll follow the group.
I personally have a bad feeling about this, but at this moment, I feel Zereth would acquiesce to Vincent's alleged expertise.
And Aurora's gonna grab the axe and be like, "All right," and she's gonna grab it and hand it to Vincent.
Oh God,
Aurora.
You will pull the axe from the wood, and a light shine of blue will shine through the dead center, outward, as if spilling open some sort of curtain of light.
And then as soon as the light comes out, I'm going to put it back in. I think we should just leave it there. I think you're right. I don't know if I trust that blue light.
Does it go back into the stump?
I mean, yeah, but it'll eventually like slip and fall because it's not like a tight like you didn't smack it down into the wood, so it was just kind of like sitting there.
Is light persistent, or was it a burst?
Persistent. Something seems to be emanating from the center of this tree stump.
I have a new theory. Maybe this axe was put here to stop this tree. Maybe they cut down the tree, and tree was the good thing, and the axe was stopping it.
Does my detect magic give any sort of vibe off this?
Yeah. There is essence of what seems to be Codius crystal inside.
Oh.
I'm thinking that this tree was actually blessed, and that whatever tried it down was actually cursed.
Yeah, that.
Perhaps the lumberjack is fatefully entwined within this axe's tendrils.
Right.
Sorry, I'm making up stories again. My imagination seems to take me away sometimes.
No worries. I'm sure there's been weirder circumstances in the world. Can I inspect this glowing light?
You may.
May I use investigation?
You may.
11. I think I'll use my inspiration on that.
Sounds good.
12.
That's a 12.
Can I
At
help
least
him?
it's better.
It's better.
Are you proficient in investigation?
Yes.
Then we'll go ahead and add 3 to that if you like and make that a 15.
Yeah,
I'm
let's do
on
that.
board with that.
So kind of working together, you guys will be able to pry this wood open just a little bit more. At the dead center of basically what you would consider the life of this tree, the main base and the root, there is a sliver of Codius crystal. Now, the big Codius crystal is one that sits in the lake. It's huge to get to, and if you try to get too close, you'll get sick. It gives off raw, pure, magical energy. Slivers have been known to have been found from its first entrance to the world, when it shed its outer coat. This seems to have been one of the slivers that has found its way into creation, or has landed here and grown something. It has large healing properties.
Carefully, I think Vincent would use some utensils of sort. Take the crystal, set it in a vial, put a cap on the vial.
Give me a dex save.
Oh, no.
Or a dex check, please.
Okay. May I use guidance on myself, because this is actually probably something he wants to be very careful with.
Sure.
It's like, please don't blow myself up. Please don't blow myself up. Please don't blow myself up. Alright, so dex check, right?
Yes.
That's a 5.
That's a 5.
Oh,
I don't know if a D4 is going to help with this.
Well, D4 is the matter of one thing or another. So we'll see.
That is a 6.
Oh, no.
That is a natural 1 on a 4. Okay. I'm gonna make this not too bad, because with that roll, you're gonna struggle to get it out. In some way, fibers of the wood have attached itself to this thing. You are going to need to find a way to cut it out, separate it, or take the wood around it, take the crystal as a whole, because it's about barely an inch long, and it's very thin. So I would say you'd probably get in there, start working and trying, and get concerned that you might snap it.
I am...
Do you need any help? I have my dagger.
Yes, please. Just take the large chunk of wood around it.
All right, I'll do that, and I'll get out my dagger, which is curved, And is the one I use for my glass cutting, so it's very sharp and very small.
Okay.
And I will attempt to cut the fibers away from the bottom of the crystal.
Vincent will just set his hand on his shoulder very quietly, just like, make sure to avoid touching any of that's right there. Just want to make sure. And he's going to cast guidance, because he knows magical stuff can be very temperamental, especially if it's this raw sort of magic.
Shiny. Thank you, Vincent.
So he's going to give him a d4 to at least try to help out somehow.
So what am I doing? Am I doing an attack roll with my dagger? Am I doing a...
You are straight dex with a +3 advantage.
Okay.
And you're 1d4 for guidance.
As well, yes, correct.
So that's a 14.
You all tell me not to touch the magical things. Now you guys are touching the magical things.
To be fair, we said don't touch the axe.
And you still touch the axe.
Yeah,
And I'm fine. See? You guys were worrying over
That's a
nothing.
15.
So a 15.
Your guidance are not very good today.
You will
it's
be
only
able
D4.
to.
True.
You will be able to slowly cut the fibers of the wood away from you. Now with tweezers, very gently pull this out. Now, would anybody like to roll me an Arcana check or a medicine check?
I can do either, actually.
I'll do the medicine.
Okay.
Well, is this... Never mind. I'll do a medicine.
I would love to do a medicine. Thank you.
I'll do an Arcana on my end.
I'll do medicine as well.
Okay, medicine, Arcana. All right, so let's go down the line here. Since everybody kind of had their own view of it, time it was pulled, everybody's kind of got their own thoughts here. So let's start with Lady Edith. 15 in medicine. Regardless of what kind of crystal or how this crystal got here, it holds a very large capacity for magic. You can charge magical items with it, and that means you can charge healing item with it if you could so find something like that, like a rod of cure wounds or something like that. You could have potentially a limitless supply of recharging. For a medicine of 4, for our monk friend Zer, not a clue.
I'm too preoccupied with extracting it.
Don't blow up, don't blow up, don't blow up.
It's shiny. It's very shiny.
We have Cole, who rolled a 22, and Vincent, who rolled a 20. Cole rolled with medicine, and Vincent rolled with Arcana. So, those rolls will be enough for me to tell you basically, at least you guys, everything you might need to know about this. Medicine-wise, there are a few crystals that have been found in certain varieties. This one is what they would basically consider an organic crystal. It can heal matter, plants, and people. It has healing properties. With an Arcana of 20, this crystal doesn't quite hold magical power itself. It holds growth. It holds the potential for growth. It makes sense in Arcana. It's hard to explain in common.
What we found here is amazing.
It's probably worth 15 grand.
This may be worth a lot, but I would think we should keep it because this could be the potential to. It's basically healing in a sliver. It can heal plants. It can heal us.
With a 20 Arcana, and how he's explaining it so far, would it seem like it could be a potential answer that Vincent may be looking for?
You have a particular test set, I'm sure. So do me a favor. Go ahead and with that, go ahead and add a +3 to an Arcana, but give me another Arcana roll. Because you probably like to take a swab, check some dust, maybe Throw it in a little basin, maybe a test flask. See if it reacts with some things. See if it's what you're looking for.
Okay. I probably don't know today.
That's a natural 1. It's unknown. It doesn't react well, and it doesn't act like any other test that you've seen. It has potential, but you have no clue what that means.
It could be the exact answer he's looking for, or not even close. It's probably very visible on his face that he's just staring at this thing as he's holding it in the... They probably put it in a vial just for safety at this point. Just staring at it, just like with a 1,000-yard stare, just about. Not even paying attention to the fact that it could be worth 15 grand.
Well, I didn't need to know anything about magic to tell that it had something to do with healing and growth based on the herbs, but I don't see any connection to our missing fisherman friend. Should we continue towards the manor?
Let's pause for you guys for a minute. Go back about 5 minutes for one person. Who's holding the axe?
I think it's on the ground now, but Aurora picked it up.
Yep, Aurora picked it up and is probably, while you guys are inspecting things, she's just going to be like going, yeah, like pretending.
As you're doing that, things are going to start to feel colder. You're going to breathe out and you're going to exhale mist. Like it's cold. It's almost winter.
I'm going to kind of just stand there for a second and be like, did it just get cold?
The chatter of your friends talking stops. They seem frozen.
I'm going to kind of drop the axe then.
Can't remove it from your hands.
You're like, I'm going to yell at them, guys?
They don't seem to answer. They don't seem to even be able to move.
Oh, no.
You'll hear something off in the distance in the wood. A rustling. And a humming. A soft, gentle female voice.
Hello, ma'am? Ma'am, are you okay? Hello?
It'll go quiet.
And I'm going to try and take this out of my hands. Can I try to take the axe out of my hands, just like doing...
You will pull it from your hand, but about that same time, the axe's face will extend from the basin, screaming, emoting more than it has before, making you drop it.
Huh!
The axe stays there cold. You find yourself amongst snow. There is blood on the ground. Your friends are nowhere in sight.
I'm going to look around. What?
You find yourself amongst mist. Nothing visually happening. No trees, no people, no structures. Just mist. The ground cold and barren, covered in snow. You hear the humming continue.
Oh crap. I'm gonna go down and get the axe and kind of hold it ready. Lady, you better not mess with me. And then I'm just gonna kind of like be aware of my, like, just kind of looking around, kind of scared, holding the axe, like, ready.
You find yourself walking in a very dark forest. You hear the bristling of water, but it's cold, almost like ice slicks the edges. A sloshing can be heard. Humming continues.
I'm gonna kind of hesitantly, but I'm like, well, I mean, maybe this... crap, wow, I need to get to everyone. And then I'm gonna kind of hesitantly go towards where the humming is coming from.
You will find there is a figure. It seems smaller than most humanoids. About the size of a halfling. Now, It's got long, dark, black hair, but the skin very pale. Must be a young girl.
I'm gonna kind of like look at it like all concerned and hi there.
The moment you speak, the second you talk, and the second you blink, it is in front of you, looking you in the face. Hello.
Hi. Where am I? Do you know, like, anything?
Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Blarg, but me and my friends were in Fortosum. We were...
Oh. You're from the living.
The what? Who the what?
You don't belong here.
Exactly. Do you know how I can get out of here?
She'll slowly turn her head off into the fog in a general direction. You'll have to. And she'll echo this as if she's speaking with 3 voices. Chop it down. And then almost like you blinked, like you've seen a video trying to catch up, kind of like it's been lagging and you see 5 minutes worth of film wrapping at a single time. You'll see her kind of stand there and bug for a minute, and then she'll disappear into the woods.
Chop what down? I guess I gotta get it. And then I'm gonna kind of go in the direction she pointed and see if I see like any kind of like tree or anything.
You follow down this cold path until your feet touch a mossy stone.
Oh.
You eventually find your path again. Your road. The road you were on with your friends. But they're statues. But the tree now stands living.
What?
The one you once found this axe in.
Huh. She said I gotta chop it down. This is the only thing I need to chop down, and hopefully I'll bring them back. Oh gosh. And then she's gonna start trying to chop down the tree.
Give me an athletics check. Get a +4 with that from this axe.
Oh god.
That... What's that total?
You said +4, right?
That's a +4.
That'd be 6,
That is 6. That is a 2 with a -1. That is a 3 on the die. You are going to take a quick whiff, and it is going to scream bloody murder, which is an intervaled thing, but scared the living crap out of you. The fog is still around, kind of adding to that weird, eerie feeling.
Don't do that, you stupid axe. I'm trying to get out of here, and I'm gonna, because I dropped it and being scared, I'm gonna pick it back up, and then, let's go again, I guess. And then she's gonna try and chop it.
You'll hear feet crushing the snow behind you.
As I hear that, I'm gonna kind of stop and then turn towards where I hear the feet crunching and look.
There is a essence. It looks like some sort of just disgusting mix of magic. It is foul in every sense of the word. The smell alone could cause your hairs to curl in your nose. But its form that it takes looks almost even worse. But eventually, it'll settle down, and it'll choose a form. This form is a gentleman. He has black hair and solid red eyes that glow. He'll smile at you. Welcome to the dead.
Wait, what?
Oh, if you're here, you're probably dead, right? And he'll seem to step a little bit closer. No. You're alive. Ew.
I wouldn't be talking if I were you.
Watch who you're speaking to.
Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm just saying,
What is your name?
My name's Aurora. Could I get your name, please?
I go by a few names. I didn't know you're safe to speak to first.
So I was born in a place called, we call it something, but the Blarg. That's where I'm from. Me and my friends are currently traveling in Fortosum. I promise I'm good. I was just on it. I was just trying to find a missing person, and then, we found this axe, and then, well, poof, and then I'm here.
Oh, so you're connected to this one.
I mean, yes. I mean,
Looking to go home?
Yes, please. I don't know how I got here. I don't know why I'm here. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to, not be here.
This gentleman will move a little bit more forward. His form shifting a little bit more as he becomes a little bit more human, seeming a little bit less like any other type of larger race. This form eventually... Let me introduce myself. The name is Zalem. You seem to need help with this tree.
Yes, Solemn. Please, I think by chopping this down, I can get back to...
Say no more. He will heft up the axe. Kind of broaden and crack his shoulder blades a little bit. He will swing with a hefty 21. He will crack this thing. The blade will react. The shard inside the tree will crack. And in no time at all, you'll find yourself amongst your friends in a new position on this map, about 15 feet about where you were from where you started. However, one thing that you'll see is the stump will start to spew a thick, viscous black oil.
Hey guys, are you? And then I'm gonna kind of run up to everyone else.
Oh
my gosh. So you guys were right. I probably shouldn't have touched the axe. I'm gonna start off with that. I was wrong. I'm sorry about that stump.
What did you do?
So while you guys were checking things out over here, I was like, oh, the axe, it didn't really do anything when I first touched it. It should be fine. So I was off playing with it, and I think I kind of died for a second.
Does detect magic? Does anything seem to be going on nearby?
Well, first, the crystal in the vial will lose all of its magic. And the tree will be turning into some sort of necrotic slump.
Vincent will stare at the crystal for a moment and bite down a bit of anger as he'll just kind of hold it in his hand for a second and then drop it in his bag. And then, what does this viscous sludge look like? Like, what is...
Oh, it is like the ugliest silly putty you could imagine.
Lady Edith is going to walk over to Aurora and put her hands on Aurora's cheek and move her head around to make sure that there's nothing physically wrong. Well, for someone who died for a moment, you look fairly well.
Yeah, this guy, his name was Salim. He helped me out. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I probably would still be dead because I'm not very strong. But yeah, I mean,
Where is he? We should thank him.
He's probably a dead man if he was there.
You'd think that if he was holding the axe and performed the action that got her out, he would have been let out too.
Unless he
Would you
can't.
not?
Or maybe he didn't want to.
Can I do a medicine check on Aurora to see if anything's like wrong? Like, if she has any lasting effects or anything?
You sure can.
Does this entity sound familiar at all? Can I roll a history check on that?
Sure. Medicine of 6 from Cole. Other than, the mental issues, seems perfectly okay.
I rolled a 9.
History.
Celine doesn't sound familiar at all.
No, not at all.
And be like, all right, yeah, so, let's find this guy. Something not as terrifying. Should be easy.
For future endeavors, and we say not to pick up the axe or to pick up the item, maybe you kind of don't pick up the item.
You know what? I'll consider it. I can't make any promises, but I'll try.
You realize you just cost us 15 grand by that.
Yeah. That's,
I did. Oh. Well, fine. Next time I promise I won't. I'm still
mistakes are made.
still new to this whole thing.
Let's forget about this. Are you okay? I can only see that physically you are okay. Are you okay?
I mean, yeah.
Dying is a difficult thing to process.
I mean, it just felt like I teleported somewhere and teleported back, and just, I'll be fine. It'll be fine. I think I'm fine.
If you need to talk about it, I am here.
Yeah.
For now, let's move away from the
Does this?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is not a part of our quest, so I vote we move on and we go find the wife.
Yeah, let's go find the wife.
Vincent's just as they're about to leave. Does detect magic seem to say anything about the sludge?
Yeah, it's necrotic.
Does it seem like it's still spilling out, or is it stopped?
It's not doing a lot. Like, it started at the seams, but now, the whole stump is covered in. It's got, a thick covering of the stuff.
Does this essence, does this stuff seem familiar at all? Has this ever been a reported thing?
So, you can roll an Arcana on it. I can see how much you might know on it. Arcana of 17. So this is really not good stuff. This stuff is necrotic. It will basically wither and decay anything that it touches. It takes a lot of bad in order to generate even a bit of it. But it does look like a large slime of some kind, some sort of cubed or creatures that live kind of like that. In
so
darker
this stuff, to generate this much, whoever this person was must not have been a good person.
Not at all.
I think Vincent probably still weighing over what just happened in that quick moment of having that crystal and then seeing this now is probably seeing that there's something bad going on, and then he will follow the group. Is there any way to get rid of this stuff, by the way?
Yeah, burn it. Usually destroys anything that's on as well. It can be burnt, destroyed, just like anything else. The problem is that it once it's basically touched something, once it started decaying it, there's really no stopping. It will take whatever it's touched.
I'll throw a few lobs of acid, a splash onto it, try and get rid of this stuff.
Okay. It will take this is where it's going to get even weird. It will take the actual acidic properties of your acid and become complete acidic, creating a crater.
Okay.
I think the perfect place to end for our first episode is you guys arriving at your destination, a large wooden building with a lovely blue roof, with glass-paneled windows painted, lovely depictions of flowers and sunny summers, stands before you. A house looked like it was built for an idea of a family living here in mind. The wooden fence is decorated with vines of normally growing flowers in the area, things like honeysuckles and freshly broomed, like pink lilies that grow up vines. It seems peaceful. I can't say you guys see anybody out front direct. Perfect place to end it for the night.
Cole don't trust it. It's too serene.
Hi, my name is Winter and I play Lady Edith for Group 1 Seekers. Please follow us and subscribe on iTunes, Podbean, and Google Play at Opportunity Roll Podcast. If you want to level up, head over to our Patreon and check out some cool magic swag we have waiting for you. If you want to interact with us some more and see some more stuff we're doing, head over and check out our Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube at Opportunity Roll. And if you want to contact us or ask us any questions, you can reach us at opportunityroll.podcast@gmail.com. We'd like to thank Sirenscape. We use their sound sets to enhance your experience. A full list of sound sets is available in the description, along with where to download the software. We'd also like to thank Kobold Press, as we use some of their monsters from the Tome to keep everyone on their toes and enjoying the game. Thank you again for coming to this first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as we enjoyed playing it. And remember, keep your opportunities open.